always funny just trying to get it before my before my lock screen closes. All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome. Atelihai, Atitu, Tunngasugit, Aniin, Boozhoo. Welcome everyone. Welcome to our Monday virtual fitness. Today is Monday, so today is all going to be about our upper body. So the first thing that we're going to work on is our forearms, and then we're going to transition into our triceps. But before we get into that, I would just like to thank everybody tuning in on Facebook and tuning in on Instagram. And thank you to Sport Canada and Canadian Heritage for funding the YouTube program, which brings Monday Upperbody to the virtual realm of fitness. So all really good stuff. And of course, thank you, Brian and Paige from TIA, for joining me on this workout. And like I said, we're going to be focusing on our forearms and our triceps. So pretty intense circuit today. But again, definitely beginner friendly. If the workout is too difficult for you and you've tried it, definitely go with the warm up. And then we're going to have a cool down at the end that's fit for everybody. So the first thing that we're going to do is some elevated body weight tricep extensions. So this workout is really great for the forearms. We have to sturdy ourselves as well, using our forearms to stabilize, and then we're going to be pushing with a press using our triceps. So for myself, what you're essentially going to want to do is you're going to want to have a grip that is knuckles to forehead. So you're going to be pushing knuckles to forehead up and down. So getting into position, think of it like an elevated push-up. You're going to be coming down, head touching the surface, pushing up, again with the forearms and the triceps, all the way up to 10. You can use this standing on the wall, or even on your knees, just putting that extra pressure on your upper body. So again, coming down like so, just sort of balancing on the knees. Whew. So pretty good stuff. Again, you're pushing knuckles to the eyes, extending with the triceps, just for our first warm-up exercise. The second thing that we're going to do is some single leg dips. So of course, we've shown a couple ways to do this. The best way that I think is to just have some type of elevated surface. So for me, the couch, we're going to be coming up to a regular dip. You're able to pull that butt through, but we're going to lift one leg up. Again, we're going to be carrying that dead weight. And once you hit 5, you're going to switch legs. Right up to 10. And again, that's just going to take that extra weight off of the leg, and it's going to add it to that dip and forearm press. Whew. So good stuff so far in the warm-up. I'm already kind of out of breath. And so now we're going to transition into ringing the towel. So this is great just to warm up, open up the forearms. We're going to start with knuckles facing down, knuckles facing up. So right knuckles down, left knuckles up, or either way. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to flip our wrists oppositionally, and we're going to do this 20 times or 10 times in each position on each side. So you want to really try to get those knuckles up and over and down and under as we're doing this exercise. It's important too to keep that fist tight, just like so. Again, pushing those knuckles down, pushing them back up on both sides. And so now we're going to do mixing bowls. So mixing bowls are interesting. Essentially what you want to do is pretend that you have a mixing bowl, and you can actually keep your arms like that as well, clenching the fist. You can flex the forearm while you're doing it. You're going to take your other hand like it would be a hand mixer. And you're going to flex first the knuckles inwards, so flexing like so, and we're going to be moving in a counterclockwise direction, just counting 10 one way, and then we're going to flip the opposite way. So now my other hand, knuckles up, other hand, knuckles up, and we're going to be moving like so. So it's kind of an interesting, fun little workout, but it's just good to get the forearms moving. So after 10 both ways, we're of course going to switch. So now switching hands, creating a flexed arm, knuckles in again. And
getting ready for all the holiday baking.
Yes. So just coming through, rotating that wrist. You're going in the same direction the knuckles are facing, alternating. Once you get 10, it might be a little bit light. You might want to do 20, maybe each direction. But it's just something great to move the forearms and of course get those flexors open. So now that we've done our warm-up, again, we're going to be moving into the strength workout where we're going to grab our dumbbells. But of course, if it's too difficult, you can maintain with that warm-up. And already, as I'm already out of breath and everything is pulsing, that's definitely great for anybody. So we're going to get into the workout now, which is going to start with some standing hand squeezes or some wrist, I guess it would be like finger curls. So essentially what you're going to do, get myself a little bit closer over here. I'm starting with a monkey paw grip. So just down to the second knuckle, and I'm going to squeeze, tightening that forearm, rolling it back down, squeezing it back up, rolling it back down. We're going to do 10 on each side. So I recommend using a dumbbell in each hand, down to the second knuckle, squeezing up, down, and up. So you want to do this 10 times on each.
I feel like I need some chalk so that my hands don't slip and I don't drop them.
Yeah.
Feeling real sketchy.
Yeah, just put some baking powder. If it's too difficult, I do recommend switching to these. So again, if you're worried about dropping, you can just do some dumbbell tilts. So you're tilting back to the bottom of the wrist, up, ideally to the top.
Yeah, I was afraid of dropping it too, and then I realized that I was just letting it go too far down. Like just going out that far, you're probably not gonna really drop it. I was going like down here. I was like, no, you're gonna break your toes.
Yeah, you'll notice that just going down to like that second knuckle and giving yourself enough grip, it's really gonna work that forearm muscle. Like I'm already feeling it now, having just done them, and yeah. Into our second forearm-based workout, we're gonna do some ins and outs. Of course, we're gonna be doing wrist curls. So ins and outs, you're going to curl the, I'll get a little bit closer. You're gonna curl the dumbbell in, like so, curl the dumbbell out, like so, in, out, in, and out. We're gonna do that 10 times, 10 on each side, or 10 times total dumbbell in each hand. Now again, if you want to prevent any wrist injury, the best way to do that is to really grip the dumbbell. Just like so. So already I'm feeling that pulse in the forearm, doing great so far. But now we're going to transition into our tricep workout. So taking a little bit of what I was talking about earlier, I basically just had this workout where I did tricep extensions and then switched to dumbbell tricep dips. That's what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to start with the dumbbell overhead. So of course, you can do this if you have lighter weights, one in each hand. But I don't think I could do it. But you can do one in each hand. I recommend if you have heavier weights to grip with both. And essentially you're just pushing with the triceps, extending over the head. We're gonna do this 10 times. Or at least until you feel that burn. And then we're gonna transition into our dips. So the dips are interesting. They do feel like shorter dips than we're used to. But speaking from experience, I had a pretty deep burn in my tricep. So just from the side, you're gonna get that dumbbell, again, kind of close to your sides, close to your hips. And you're gonna come forward using the dumbbells as your dipping surface. So of course, the further your legs are spread out in front of you, the deeper that workout is going to be on your triceps. So definitely felt those there all the way through. But we finished our first set. And great job. I'm feeling it for sure. Definitely need some water. So I think it feels doable. I gotta say that the first dumbbell squeezes or finger curls and then the in and outs definitely worked my forearms like kind of to oblivion. Whew. But gonna take this rest and then we're gonna get back into it.
I feel like after we do this, my forearms are going to be about as defeated as Kulu is right now.
Yeah, Kulu's just done today. Just tapped out.
There's nothing. Just dead dog.
Oh man. Whew. Man, you must have to give Kulu a lot of bats, eh? Like taking for walks.
You'd think. We really don't. No, we got into the habit of spraying her down in the backyard over the summer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's a really inconvenient setup in our shower to try and wash her. She's kind of a big baby about being wet or messy anyway, so she doesn't really get into it very much. Just a towel off at the door is usually enough.
Wow.
Luckily.
Yeah, that's extremely lucky. Holy. I mean, we pretty much have to bathe the dogs like every week. I swear, like it's like one walk, and one dog's paws are just completely muddy, like white to just pitch black, like just tar.
It's also it's important to emphasize just how lazy a dog Kulu is. Like we can be at the dog park for like 45 minutes, and most of it she just spends standing looking at the fence hoping for squirrels.
Nice. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna get back into our second set. Of course, getting back into the standing hand squeezes. So again, you're coming down into that monkey paw grip, curling the dumbbell up, just using that gripping function in our hands. After that, we're going to go into the ins and outs. So rotating knuckles in, rotating knuckles out, in, out, just like so. Whew.
Yeah, doing those back to back is no joke. That's what.
Yeah, no, definitely feeling it. Totally worth it. Like I can just I can feel my forearms getting bigger by the second. So now into the overhead extensions. And so again, you want to come down as far as you're comfortable with. and push up as far as you're comfortable with. All the way up to 10. Or if it's too easy for you, you can go up to 15, really wherever you're comfortable with. And now we're going to get into those dumbbell tricep dips. So again, just want to make sure that you have enough weight that you can actually get your body close to the floor, pushing up with your forearms and your triceps. Whew. All the way up to 10. Oh yeah. Kind of like the veins popping. Whew. Oh man. All right, so we've gone through our second set on this cloudy Monday afternoon. Oh man, I'm definitely feeling like that tightness all throughout the forearm. So I think definitely gonna need that stretch.
I've got a really strange spot of tightness. I mean, this is a big step up in weight for me recently, but like right here is where I'm actually feeling the tricep dips. It's really odd.
Huh.
Yeah, but I think it'll be fine. I do love these like hyper concentrated workouts that are very specific to like a small range of muscle. I can already tell like I'm not going to need a shower after this, which is beautiful because it like opens up my afternoon a bit more. It's a great workout and that tightness is there, but like it's not a full body sweaty mess like they often are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I waited to wash my hair until today, so even if I'm not sweaty, it's gotta go.
That's what we should do. We should start doing some hair care videos, you know? Oh man. Yeah, I know my forearms are just gonna be wrecked. In a really great way, but just wrecked. So into those monkey paw grips or finger curls. And just going down to that second knuckle, gripping, and then into the ins and outs. Wow. Whew. And then getting into our last bit of exercises here, into that tricep overhead extension. Whew. Wow. And then, of course, finishing it off with the dumbbell dips. Oh, man. The way everything just works your grip, too. That's the great part about this workout, is that we're really depending on gripping the actual weight itself. So using it to stabilize, using it to lift everything, and of course, the first two grip intense workouts that we do. So really great for the grip. Although it kind of feels like when I move my hands, it's like I'm gripping nothing, you know, like just my my fingers are super light.
Now, I was trying, and I don't know if you were doing it as well. but I was trying to make sure, as we've done with a lot of our different exercises, that I'm like lowering really slowly if possible, and then kind of trying to be more explosive on the way back up. Would you encourage that, or would you say to go slowly both ways? Like, I'm just trying to squeeze as much out of the workout as possible, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely explosive coming up, and then that negative press coming down. Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want to do, and I think that's
And
true with
and for the monkey pause as well, right?
yeah, for the monkey pause. Yeah, even going slow both ways, because the wrists are super controlled and the grip is really controlled. Going slow both ways, yeah, you're gonna feel that like pretty pretty quickly. But yeah, if you can do it really slow, even the wrist curl slowly, if you can, yeah, they'll be a very significant boost for sure.
Yeah, no, I've realized I have to pick my battles. I can do the first exercise quite slowly, but then I need to power through the ins and outs, or they're just not getting done. Those things are really hard.
I know, and you never expect it. Whew. All right, so now we're into our last exercise, well, set of exercises here. So into those monkey paw grip finger curls. And again, if you want, you can go slow. Again, even gripping just for that last couple seconds as you're curling upwards in the fingers. And then into those ins and outs. Again, I'm gonna try to do them slowly. Why not? Coming in, out, and then in. Yeah, this is like way more intense. Doing these ins and outs slowly. Feels like there's an actual fire in my wrists. Okay, then into those tricep extensions again. Adding control to it, as Brian was saying, really going to blow up this workout. Whew. All right, now into the final exercise, the dumbbell tricep dips. So of course, giving yourself some room here. For myself, slight bend in the knees helps get that full press. Ooh. Up to 10, past 10, wherever you want to go. Wow, definitely feeling that all the way through. Oh man, okay. So we've gotten through our sets. Really good stuff. Definitely burning all the way through. So it's definitely a good time to cool down. So I think that's what we have to do. So we're gonna do some forearm pulls up and down. So we've done this one before. Just a great way to, of course, stretch out that forearm. Make sure we've gotten ourselves an even workout. We're gonna pull the fingers back, keeping the arms straight. And again, adding to it. If you want to really stretch out that forearm, you can do some pushes with it. So keeping the fingers back, contracting and pushing in and out. Really great stuff. Now, of course, we're going to pull the wrists down, and same thing by pushing back and forward. We're not only stretching out the wrist, but we're actually stretching out that forearm, pushing that arm out. Switching sides, of course, same thing. Just 10 seconds, however you want to stretch the forearm. And again, fingers down. Again, you don't want to push too hard on your wrist, of course. You're just adding that little bit of pressure to get that push, but stretching out that forearm. Second thing that we're going to do is some knuckles together stretch. So of course, we've done this one before, which is a great way to stretch the wrist and the forearm. We're going to put our knuckles together, and we're just going to bring the chicken wings, the elbows, down to our knees. And you should feel this stretch in the top of your forearms and the wrists. And then of course, we're going to put our palms together, and we're now going to lift the elbows up, pushing, driving the palms down towards our stomach, towards our knees. Just like so. So 10 seconds, both ways, starting to feel the forearms loosen up, but still pretty tight. So the third exercise that we're going to do, or the third stretch, is some prayer hands. We're going to do these both in the reverse position, but we're going to do fingers up, fingers down. So starting in the prayer hand position, putting our fingers together. And again, it doesn't look as majestic as it sounds, at least when I do it. But inching your way up your back to where it is comfortable and you're getting that stretch. And we're just going to push the shoulders back, pushing them back. Fingers about in the shoulder blades. 10 seconds here. And then we're going to do the reverse. So hands are together, palms together, fingers are now facing down. And same thing, shoulders back, trying to get those elbows lower. Just 10 seconds, both sides. So again, fingers down, fingers up. You're going to feel that in the upper and lower part of the forearm. I don't know if you guys can hear that construction, but it's like, it's like right next to me, I swear. So the next thing that we're going to do is the pronator stretch. So the pronator is essentially the twist left and right of the forearm. So the great way to stretch this, of course, is to go into the thumb. So arm is straight out. We're going to go onto the thumb, and we're actually just going to pull it down below. So of course, I think this goes without saying, you want to be gentle. You don't want to pull back the thumb really aggressively. You can even come just to the side of the hand, pulling down. But again, pulling with that rotation, 10 seconds. And of course, we're now going to flip our hand inside, and we're going to stretch the opposite way. So twisting the shoulder, everything with it, but we're being gentle. Just getting enough of that stretch. Just like so. Now we're going to switch sides, same thing. Twisting first on the right side from the thumb, going clockwise. And then rotating the arm, thumb outside. Oh, I can already feel that I'm a little off on this one. And just pulling 10 seconds over. But again, we're being gentle. You don't want to yank the wrist, but you just want to gently add that pressure, let gravity do the work. Just like so. Of course, finish off with some flicking of the wrists, something like that. But otherwise, we've gotten through the workout. I think it was pretty good. I personally liked it, but I mean, I'm obviously biased. But how did you all feel, Paige and Brian?
Okay, I'll go first. It was good. I enjoyed it. I feel like the tricep dips are where I started getting tired, but in a good way.
That's good.
Or tricep, whatever those are.
Yeah, my arms are toast. Like from my tricep down is just going to be useless for today. I'm gonna have to ask people to carry my groceries and stuff. Like this is going to be bad. But it's good. Great workout. Love the super focused aspect. And at first, when I first started hearing that construction sound, I actually thought it was my own stomach. So I'm really excited to start eating lunch directly after this. Saving my my lunch for after our workouts some days is a little tougher than others. Today is, yeah, I need some food.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm there with you. Shower, food. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again, Brian and Paige, for joining me on this workout. Definitely great. And thank you for those on Facebook and those on Instagram. Thank you for coming out for this workout. And make sure that you go back into the archives, find some workouts that are great for you. We had some easier to harder to intermediate stuff that all across the board. But yeah, otherwise, if you'd like to join a workout, let us know. And take care, everybody. Bye-bye.